So with the topic of the recession and all that stuff coming up, I thought that it would be an amazing topic or an encouraging topic to discuss. How do we stop being anxious? How do we stop, getting in our own head about stuff that is out of our control? Or how do we stop worrying in general? And the answer to me, the only answer here is you stop worrying when you erase the problem. We stop worrying. We stop having the fear of worry when we eliminate the threat. Because all worrying is basically the fear of what could be, or possibly it's the disbelief in what we believe should be. So effectively, we stop worrying once we erase all doubt. Because once we've done everything that we can do, then what else matters? Nothing. And we gotta let the rest take care of itself. Beyond that point, it's gonna take something outside of yourself to handle this. So no amount of you worrying, no amount of you being anxious is gonna change that fact. If you've done everything that you can do, if you made sure that all of the hard work and everything in your power is taken care of, then let the rest take care of itself. Let the thought of what could happen go. We can take the examples of jobs, relationships, health. There are things in all of those categories that we can handle, and there's also a lot of things in those categories that we can't handle. They're out of our control. Worrying about the unknown is unnecessary, but attacking the meaning of the unknown is essential. For example, why are you afraid of being laid off? Is it because you're afraid of losing this good job? Or is it because you're not gonna be able to pay for your bills? You would attack what the problem is. It's probably more likely you're not gonna be able to pay for your bills. Attack that directly. With relationships, are you worried about not having a sort of, maybe you're gonna feel a lack of belonging or a lack of love? I would attack that first. That way it doesn't matter if someone doesn't like you. You already have that taken care of. You already have that desire met. Or if it's your health, if you're going to the doctor to get a checkup and you're worried about the health report. Well, why does it matter? If you're already taking care of your body in the way that you should be, then what do you have to worry about? Because you've done your part. If there's some unforeseen circumstance that's happening in your body, then that's just what it is. But you've done your part. Now, if you're living a life where you're eating Cheetos all day and not moving your body at all, then I would be very worried. But that's a life that you chose. You shouldn't. In fact, there's not. You're gonna worry about it for sure, but you signed up for that life. All that being said, we have to understand that we can only do so much, and being able to realize what is imperative, and being able to separate what is not is essential. The minute we care more about the unknown than what is, that's the minute we stop attacking. It's kind of like chess. If you've ever played that, it's one of the best games I've ever played. I just started playing that myself, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. But a lot of what chess is give and take. You sacrifice some pieces in chess to secure a better position elsewhere. And on top of that, there's not one way to win in chess. You have a lot of different options for how you can secure the victory. There's also a lot of different ways you can protect yourself. And you can think of life in the same way. We need to constantly analyze ourselves and our options, and we take what we can do and we let the rest go. So for me in particular, when doubt comes into my mind, or when worry comes into my mind, I first start by pinpointing if this is even a valid fear to begin with. I have to prove to myself, does this thought, does this fear, is this worry even relevant? Does it even actually matter? If you're anything like me, I gotta write things out. So I'll take a mental note or I'll write it out on paper, and I'll start going through I'll make a chart. It's things that are valid on this side and things that are invalid on this side, and we'll start listing everything out to make sure this is truly a valid thing. So again, back to the whole recession topic, back to the whole work topic, because that's a heavy topic in everyone's life. That's something that we can all relate to. We all need money to pay for bills and stuff like that. So a valid fear is obviously losing your job, but that's still no need to worry. The incorrect thing in this situation to do would be to go and read all this news on the recession, that it's coming and it's inevitable and there's a high chance you're going to lose your job. So you just got to sit back now and just hope that it doesn't happen to you. You just got to sit back and hope that life doesn't beat you. And the right thing to do would be to go ahead and explore that possibility and accept it. Like, be aware that this is definitely a possibility, but you attack the fear, you attack the worry of not having a job to pay your bills by erasing the need to pay your bills with this job. Like, a backup plan could be like, hey, I'm gonna start, maybe I should have been doing this, but I'm gonna start saving up an emergency fund to make sure that no matter what happens, whether this job's here or not, my bills are paid, and we can worry about finding the next job later. Or maybe it could be like, hey, I do have a job right now. Let's not assume that I'm gonna be the one to get laid off. Let's go ahead now and start looking for ways to create more streams of income. Because again, if you start creating more streams of income, you can think of your life as like a house, like a studio apartment right now. If you only have a single point for your income, then fundamentally it's like as if you're walking into a studio apartment. You walk through the door and everything is right there, right? So once you walk in to the apartment, that's all you got right there in that room. And then once you leave, that's all you had left in that room. But when you have multiple streams of incomes, it's like you kind of get a little bit more flexible now. You got a guest bedroom, you got 3 bedrooms now, right? Like, you can have a guest bedroom, you can have a game room, you can have a movie theater, you can have all this stuff going on in your house. And you can open that door and that movie theater has its stuff going on. You can close it, whatever. Then you can go to the guest bedroom and take a nap in there. You can go to your paint studio and do some painting there. Like, you have a lot of different options now. It's not a single point of failure. And that would be one solution on how you address the recession. You don't wait for life to take you out. You go and you take what you need and make it happen. You can apply this concept to anything in life, not just work. The main point I'm trying to make here is the way you don't worry about stuff, the way you remove that fear, the way you don't have anxiety about any type of stuff in life is you attack the problem head on. You pinpoint exactly what you're afraid of or exactly what you're fearful of, and you attack that head on. You got to put in the work to not let life beat you. You handle what you can handle, and you be okay with the rest of the world that you can't control, because there are things that no matter what you do in life, things are going to happen. And it's just a matter of how many rooms do you have in your life? Are you in a studio apartment or are you in a 4-bedroom house? But I hope this video resonated with you in some way. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment on what you think. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.